Welcome back for the final video. In this video we'll talk about assignments and the inbox and the grade book. So let's get started. Alright, so I've mentioned numerous times by now that you don't want to go directly to an assignment. So we're going to go through, just like I showed you in one of the earlier videos, into the modules. And then if I am working in week 1 and I see assignment, I still don't want to click there. I want to go into the week 1 page. I want to make sure that I understand everything that has been assigned for that week and that I have done all of the readings, all of the lessons, and now I can click into this assignment because I'm ready to do this assignment now. Alright, the first thing that you'll notice is that it clearly states the due date and what is going to be submitted and the point value for the assignment, and then there's a big blue submit assignment button here. So what you'll do is you'll read the instructions for the assignment. At the very bottom you'll see a rubric, and once you've done everything you need for the assignment, you'll hit submit assignment. Now you'll see that you have some options for submitting a document. You can upload a file, you can access your Dropbox if you have one, and you can also access your Google Drive. So in this first assignment you'll actually be doing this assignment in Google Drive or Google Doc, and so you'll be able to access that document to submit it right by choosing here. But once you have chosen your file, let's just choose a random file here, it'll show there's the file, and then you hit submit. One of the things that I don't like is if you just leave a comment, a random comment. Only leave a comment here if you have a legitimate question or concern that I need to know about before I grade this paper. A lot of times students just say, here's my assignment, and then they hit submit. Please don't do that. Okay, again, there's the rubric for you to check out before you actually hit submit, and when you're ready to go, you hit submit. Alright, let's take a quick look at grades. Alright, so I clicked on the grades, and now I'm in grades, and they're organized by due date. So you can see here that at the very top on the right, you'll see your overall grade. And I'm not doing so well right now as a test student. I have 77%. And so I could look at what's here and say, why does that give me 77%? But what will really tell you is if you scroll to the very bottom, and you'll see that the grades are broken up into categories: assignments, papers, lessons, attendance, participation, and discussions. So you can see here that for assignments I have an 83%, only a 70% for papers, 78% for lessons, attendance 80, and discussions 83%, and that adds up to 77. Now remember, these are weighted, so because papers are weighted 40% of your overall grade, that's what's bringing the grade down right now. Now what's really neat about Canvas is that you can do the what if. So if you scroll over here, you'll see this little section where it says you can view your grades based on what if scores. So what that means is I can scroll down to where I turned in my essay and only got a 70%, 35, and say, what if I had gotten a B on that paper of 40? And now let's scroll all the way down, and you can see that just by getting a B on that paper, it raised your grade to a B, as now the papers are not in the C range, it's in the B range. So what if is great, and you can do that for any of your score. Now the key thing to remember is that this is your what if score. You can revert back to your actual score at any time. It doesn't change your grade permanently, only I can do that. Okay, next thing and last thing is the inbox. So on the Canvas menu, if you scroll down and hit inbox, you'll be able to see the inbox. Okay, so after I hit inbox, and to create a message, you hit the little leaf. I think someone said it was a feather. You choose your course. So if you are in the hybrid or the online course, you choose which course you're in. And then if you hit this little address book, if you don't remember your teacher's name or your group member's name, you can go in and add it this way. So I'm going to choose teachers, and then there's your teacher. Don't forget that you need a subject. This email is I need help with assignment number 4. So you type that in the subject, and then you type in your message. And then when you hit send, then I will get your message. Then your messages will all be here, and we can both see them. That's it.